Welcome back to TerrificTen, the channel where we give you the top 10 of everything, and we mean everything. Today, we're taking you on a wild ride through the land of the free, where some laws are so bizarre, they'll make you question reality. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the top 10 most ridiculous laws still in effect today in the USA. You can't make this stuff up, or can you? 10 No tying your alligator to a fire hydrant, New Orleans, Louisiana. In the city famous for its Mardi Gras celebrations, you might think anything goes. Except, of course, when it comes to alligators. In New Orleans, it's illegal to tie your pet alligator to a fire hydrant. You know, because that's a totally common thing to do. While this law might sound absurd, it's a friendly reminder that alligators and fire hydrants just don't mix. 9 It's illegal to fish from a giraffe's neck, Atlanta, Georgia. Down in Atlanta, Georgia, they're very specific about where you can fish, namely, not from the neck of a giraffe. We'd love to know the story behind this one because it's hard to imagine someone actually tried this. But hey, at least they've got their bases covered. Next time you're in Atlanta, leave your giraffe at home and stick to more traditional fishing methods. 8 No whistling underwater, West Virginia. If you've ever been swimming in West Virginia and thought, gee, I really want to whistle right now, you'd better think again. It's illegal to whistle underwater in the state of West Virginia. We're not exactly sure how this law is enforced, but we're also not sure how anyone could whistle underwater in the first place. So, maybe it's best to save your tunes for dry land. 7 Pickles must bounce, Connecticut. In Connecticut, there's a law stating that a pickle is only considered a pickle if it bounces. So, if your pickle doesn't have that spring in its step, it might be time to question its pickle authenticity. The next time you're in Connecticut and craving a crunchy snack, make sure to give your pickles a bounce test, it's the law. 6 No bear wrestling, Alabama. If you've ever dreamed of wrestling a bear in Alabama, you're out of luck. Bear wrestling is strictly prohibited in the state. We're not exactly sure who thought it was a good idea to wrestle bears in the first place, but we're glad the state stepped in to protect both humans and bears from this bizarre pastime. So, put away your wrestling singlet and leave the bears alone. 5 You can't tickle women under the chin with a feather duster, Portland, Maine. In Portland, Maine, it's illegal to tickle a woman under the chin with a feather duster. This oddly specific law has us wondering about the backstory, but we're also a little relieved that someone decided to put an end to this strange practice. Ladies in Portland can now walk the streets without fear of a tickling surprise. 4 No dueling with water pistols, Marion, Oregon. In Marion, Oregon, it's illegal to engage in a duel with water pistols. We're guessing this law was created to prevent some good old-fashioned Wild West water gun showdowns. So, if you're in Marion and feeling the need for a water pistol duel, you'd better think twice. You don't want to end up on the wrong side of the law. 3 No crossing state lines with a duck on your head, Minnesota. Minnesota might be known as the land of 10,000 lakes, but one thing it doesn't approve of is crossing state lines with a duck on your head. We're not sure who would want to do this, or why, but the law exists to deter any potential duckhead-wearing adventurers. So, next time you're planning a road trip through Minnesota, make sure to leave your feathered friends at home. 2 Illegal to sell your eyeballs, Texas. In the Lone Star State, it's illegal to sell your own eyeballs. We're not sure what kind of black market for eyeballs exists in Texas, but apparently, it's enough of a problem to warrant a law. So, if you ever find yourself in a financial bind in Texas, you'll have to find another way to make some quick cash. Your eyeballs are off the table. 1 It's illegal to pretend your parents are rich, Washington. And finally, in Washington, it's illegal to pretend that your parents are wealthy. While this law might sound silly, it's actually designed to prevent people from fraudulently obtaining loans or credit based on their parents' supposed wealth. So, next time you're in Washington and want to impress your friends, maybe just stick to boasting about your own accomplishments, instead of your parents' bank accounts. There you have it, folks, the top 10 most ridiculous laws still in effect today in the USA. If you enjoyed this wild ride through legal absurdity, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to TerrificTen for more top 10 lists with a sarcastic twist. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.